Pittsburgh's performing arts community is a close-knit group, and they try to help one another whenever possible. That has certainly been the case when it comes to finding the financial to help bring live music to the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's season. While I was away last week, KDK-TV's Rick Dayton had the opportunity to talk with members of the Ballet Theater management and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra about how a wonderful collaboration will enhance some of the ballet's coming productions.
We all know providing live music can be an expensive proposition for a performing arts organization. However, it makes such an enormous difference in the performance, not only for the musicians, the dancers, but for the audience too. Musicians from the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra recently announced that they are giving $10,000 to the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater Orchestra to enable the ballet to have live music for its productions. The generous contribution will become part of the Ballet Theater's endowment fund. 50 musicians comprise the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater Orchestra. Joining us now on the Sunday Business page are Bronwyn Banerdt, cellist for the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, and Ferris, the executive director of the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater. Congratulations on this collaboration, and thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
When we talk about live music, how is it different as opposed to simply playing a recording? How is it different?
Well, I think everyone can tell how different it is immediately. The quality of the performance is affected in every way, and that's why we really believe that Pittsburgh deserves to have the best performance possible, which means live music as much as possible.
Got it. And so is it just the energy? Is it there's something about the vibrance? Is it the fact that the musicians can then be in tune with the performance, or is there something that I'm missing there?
It's all of those things. It's all the things about live music that's magical. There's a flexibility to it. The artists have a different performance every day, and you're not just hearing the same canned thing that everyone else has gotten. It's unique.
Everybody else has heard it time before, because this is a living piece then at that particular point.
Exactly.
Ferris, why does it make a difference to the ballet to have 50 musicians there to be able to perform?
Well, I think given the fact this is a business show, we might point out that this is jobs. And actually, Pittsburgh Ballet Theater and audiences have an opportunity to see the ballet with live music quite frequently. This coming season, Swan Lake will be up with 8 performances with our orchestra, and then a Leonard Bernstein celebration in the spring with West Side Story Suite with our orchestra. So I think the gift of the $10,000 is a wonderful gesture that shows there's a unity amongst the musicians in Pittsburgh, but there's an $11 million impact of Pittsburgh Ballet Theater in terms of cultural tourism. And then you add to that the jobs that we provide to our musicians, and it's a significant contribution to the sector that is important to business.
You've obviously got your finger on the pulse of what's happening within the arts scene, and we have seen cuts across the board, whether it's for elementary schools and high schools or colleges, but on through the professional ranks too. How often are we seeing these challenges with smaller organizations not being able to have live music?
The challenges are many in the arts. Here in Pittsburgh, I think we're very lucky. We have a very vibrant art scene. We have world-class symphony, opera, ballet. For a city our size, we do very well. We have to be grateful to some individual donors that step forward. We have an anonymous donor that underwrites one full performance of our orchestra every year. And on the 12th, we'll be at Chautauqua performing with the Chautauqua Symphony Orchestra. That's underwritten by Carol Heffron-Tillotson and Richard E. Rao, to make that possible. So I think we get by thanks to the generosity. Pittsburgh loves its arts organizations.
How expensive is it in terms of a season? How much money are we talking about to have live as opposed to just play a recording back?
Well, right now we spend over $200,000 a year for our orchestra. For the 2 full performances, some years it's $300,000. We would like to get to the point where we're spending $500,000 a year on the orchestra. So this $10,000 gift going into an endowment, when you think of an endowment, it needs to be about 20 times the amount of draw you want. You do a 5% draw. So we're looking for a $10 million endowment for live music. And hopefully this $10,000 gift will inspire others to participate.
Seed money to get that going,
yeah.
Absolutely. Bronwyn, when we think about the cooperation between the various organizations, is it simply that the musicians know the importance of art and know the importance of that, or is there something else there?
Well, we know the importance of the art, but we also love this city. And we know that the heart and soul of every great city is its cultural institutions. And we want to encourage everyone out there, all of the generous individuals to come and give and help bring the orchestra back to all of the ballet performances.
And you have seen that within your own organization with the work stoppage that happened a year ago when the music was quiet and silent and things like that, that people did step up and say this is something that was important to Pittsburgh. Did you feel that?
Yes, we did. It was incredibly moving to find how much support there was in the community and how much Pittsburgh knows that we have to keep these world-class organizations healthy and thriving. And now we're back at Heinz Hall playing where we want to be all along, and we're very grateful to the community for that. It's
safe to say, I would say, Harris, that it is a small, tight-knit community within the arts, that everybody sort of knows each other and that there's sort of, I've got your back, you've got mine. Do you see that also?
We see it, but we saw it to even more, you know, contrast with this gift from the PSO. I don't think people expected that, and I think that really is inspiring to see how closely the musicians support each other.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for the arts and what you do for music and also for dance, and the fact that that is such a vibrant part of Pittsburgh. Thank you both for being here and sharing that.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
We appreciate it.
And thank you, Rick. When the Sunday Business page continues why nursing is such an important part of a breast cancer patient's recovery, we'll tell you why PNC decided to honor a professor of